Hello world, it's your girl Andrea. I'm back again, your favorite relationship coach, just dropping in to give you some of those secrets, tips, and hacks to make those everyday life hassles a little bit easier. Today, you guys, we're going to be talking about ways to spice up your relationship. Part 1, exploring intimacy. You're going to notice a lot of things is going to be about intimacy this month. If you stay tuned to the end, I'll tell you. So the reason why I wanted to talk about the levels of intimacy in spicing up your relationship is because I don't think we're aware of all the levels. Now, we're aware of physical. We know about the sex, the touch, and we're also pretty much aware of emotional intimacy, letting someone know that you're there with your words, also, reaffirming actions and things of that nature. But the ones I wanted to dig in today, the ones I think that are missed, they aren't taught in our culture, and it's not something that we normally talk about. But I do think that they are some great. The first level of intimacy that I wanted to explore was spiritual intimacy. Now, with spiritual intimacy, it's all about being vulnerable and opening your heart completely. What this can look like is you and your partner praying together, or even just viewing a sunset or a sunrise. Now, praying together is the more spiritual, the more religious track, and that's where a lot of your minds probably went when I said spiritual intimacy. Now, if you can just sit back and think of how vulnerable you have to be to let your partner in when you're communicating with the Most High. That's truly opening your heart, praying together, praying for one another, praying out loud just so they can hear. Those are things that's going to build your spiritual intimacy. And then for those people that take that less religious track, marveling at life's phenomenons, nature's phenomenons together will be ways for you to build your spiritual intimacy. You guys, nature has a lot of beauty in it, and it's not man-made. This is something that was created beyond us. And sitting back with your partner, neither one of you had any control in this, and marveling at something truly beautiful will definitely deepen that spiritual bond. So the next level of intimacy is mental or experiential. Now, what I think is very interesting about this is because it is shared moments or shared memories, or even just shared culture. Now, me and my partner, we went to all the same schools, but never at the same time. By the time I got to the school, he had already graduated. But we were never at the schools at the same time, but we went through a lot of similar experiences because of the culture of the school. So we mesh well on a lot of different levels just because we went through a lot of the same similar life experiences. We kind of have different perceptions of them, but we went through those same life events. Now, also something interesting about experiential intimacy is a way that you can test it. So if anyone's heard of the game Heads Up, or charades, or any games where your partner doesn't see the word, or taboo, anything where you have to guess, giving hints and things, that's where you can test your experiential / mental intimacy. How good are you at giving your partner hints? How good is your partner at receiving your hints? What keywords and phrases automatically take your partner or take you to the word that they're trying to get you to say? Definitely drop in the comments the next time you and your partner play heads. The last one I wanted to get into today was intellectual intimacy. By far my favorite of the three I'm presenting today. Only because I feel like intellectual intimacy is so interesting in the African American community. I have a question for you before I even tell you what it is. How many times have you and your partner had a conversation, two different opinions, but there was no argument? It didn't get heated. No one walked away. You guys still had sex that night. Nothing was different. You guys had a conversation and agreed to disagree. How often does that happen for you guys? Don't worry. I'll wait. Exactly. And those things tie into intellectual intimacy. Are you and your partner able to be on opposing sides of a topic and still agree to disagree? I can't really find a better phrase to synthesize that, but agree to disagree. It is so important in the Black community that we hone communication skills, because we weren't grown, we didn't grow up with them. They weren't taught to us. We didn't really even see them a lot growing up. But for us to have these healthy relationships and break these generational curses, we have to dig into this intellectual intimacy. I truly, full-heartedly believe that. And I'll go ahead and give you the proper definition, or what my proper definition of it is. And intellectual intimacy is, not gonna say agree, disagree again. But yeah, you and your partner having two different opinions, and you wholeheartedly still respecting your partner and their opinion. Perfect example. You and your partner are not seeing eye to eye on getting vaccinated. You want to, your partner doesn't. This is something that can truly, really cause horrible arguments. But you're going to work on that intellectual intimacy, and you're going to be able to be a big enough person to be like, he doesn't want to get vaccinated for his own reasons. And I respect that, because I respect him. I truly respect him. Now, I did ask you guys earlier, how often has that happened for you? But if it has happened for you, definitely put that in the comments as well. Let us know, hey, we've worked on our intellectual intimacy, and it's hot. It's real high, sky high. And we would love to see that. And you can share your tips and how you made that work for you. Now, what my people with the good memory? I did say if you tuned into the end, you would figure out why we're doing all this talking about intimacy. I'm pretty sure some of you already know why. Free webinar alert. Yes, that's right. Atlanta Couple Therapy has another webinar coming at the end of the month from our illustrious therapist, Kenyatta Wheeler, talking about ways to improve intimacy in your relationship. You guys do not want to miss this. These webinars have been giving all the tea, honey. I mean, dropping gem after gem. All of the therapists are great. Kenyatta Wheeler is going to do an amazing job like she always does. I will definitely drop the information below so you guys can go ahead and hop on these tickets before they're gone. All right, you guys, I've been your girl, Andrea, your favorite relationship coach, dropping in, giving you those tips, hacks, and secrets to make those everyday life hassles a little bit easier. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye.